in trigonometry, we shall be learning of how to use the hand approach or the hand method to determine certain selected angles as we see them on the board. So in trig, what we shall be looking at is using the hand to determine 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees as found in special triangles. So this is how the hand is going to be. We first of all look at the trig ratio sine theta, which is square root of the lower fingers divided by 2. Cos theta will be square root of the upper fingers divided by 2. Tan theta will be square root of the lower fingers divided by the square root of the upper fingers. So how do we work it out? Let's first of all look at sine 0 degrees. Sine 0 degrees. So sine 0 degrees is equal to square root. So we're going to have the sine 0 degrees this way. We count the fingers below it. There is no finger found below it. So it is square root of 0 divided by 2, based on this formula. So it's going to be 0 divided by 2 being 0. So sine 0 degrees is 0. Afterwards, we move on to sine 30 degrees. Sine 30 degrees. We have this crumpled this way. So sine 30 degrees, we have one finger below. That's the little finger below. We have square root of 1 divided by 2. We have half being the answer. So from there we have sine 45. Sine 45, we have 2 fingers below. So sine 45 degrees is equal to square root of 2 over 2. So 2 over 2. Sine 60 degrees. Sine 60 degrees. Sine 60 degrees. We close up the 60 this way, then count the fingers downwards. 1, 2, 3. So root 3 divided by 2. That's root 3 divided by 2. Sine 90. We crumple this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sine 90 degrees. Square root of 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2 over 2, which is 1. So sine 90 degrees is 1. Sine 90 degrees is 1. Let's look at cos. Cos 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So in this case, in cos 0 degrees, we count the upper fingers. The upper fingers. In sine, it is the lower fingers, but in cos, we count the upper fingers and take square root of that. Then we divide the results by 2. So we have this. Then we count the upper fingers. Cos 0 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4. The square root of 4 divided by 2. We have 2 over 2, 1. So cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 degrees. Cos 30 degrees. Have it folded this way. We count the upper fingers. 1, 2, 3. So cos 30 degrees. We have root 3 over 2. We have root 3 divided by 2. We have cos 45. Cos 45. Cos 45. So in cos 45 degrees, we have root 1, 2. So 2 divided by 2. We have root 2 divided by 2. So we have cos 60 also, or cos 60 as well. We fold this finger, count 1. So 60 degrees. We have root 1 divided by 2, which is half. Make as half. Cos 90 degrees. Cos 90 degrees. We have no finger found at the top. So cos 90 degrees is root 0 divided by 2. So at the end of the day, 0 divided by 2 giving us 0. So cos 90 is 0. Let's look at the tan. Tan theta is square root of the lower fingers divided by the square root of the upper fingers. So in all, let's look at tan 0 degrees. So tan 0 degrees, tan 0 degrees, we have this folded. Square root of the lower fingers, we have no lower finger found here. We have no lower finger found here. We have square root of 0 divided by the square root of the upper fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. The square root of 4. We have 0 divided by 2. At the end of the day is 0. So we have tan 0 is 0. Let's look at tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees. We fold up this. Square root of the lower fingers divided by the square root of the upper fingers. So we have tan 30 degrees. Square root of the lower fingers, that's one finger, over square root of the upper fingers, 1, 2, 3. So we have 3. So we have 1 over root 3. So by rationalization, you will have root 3 over 3. So root 3 over 3. Tan 45 degrees. Tan 45 degrees. Tan 45 degrees. So in tan 45 degrees, we shall have square root of the down fingers, 1, 2, over square root of the upper fingers, 1, 2. So by so doing, you will have 2 over 2, and it's going to be square root of 1, which is 1. In tan 45 is 1. Looking at tan 60 degrees, tan 60 degrees. Lower fingers 1, 2, 3. So tan 60 degrees. Lower fingers 1, 2, 3. Square root of 3 divided by 1, a square root of 1. So you have root 3 divided by 1. So at the end of the day, you have root 3. You have root 3. Tan 90. Tan 90. So in tan 90 degrees, we have the upper fingers. There's nothing there. But the lower fingers, they are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have square root of 4 divided by root 0. So you have 2 divided by 0 is undefined. It's undefined. So it's undefined. So we shall have it undefined. So dealing with trigonometry, the hand method is very simple as a student to learn and use it wherever or whatever you do in trigonometry. So this is very simple and very easy and to help you to deal with questions in trigonometry. Thank you very much.